Welcome back, everybody. I am C-Money. I'm a Grandmaster level Risk Global Domination player, and today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Europe Advanced map. We're playing as the green player out of the second position, and I don't really have a lot of great cap options. With the blizzards that we have here, we'll assess the blizzards. I'm going to pick my cap first, then we will assess the blizzards. Black, I have to imagine, is going to go on the right side here. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their 12 territories ending up over here, and then 2 more down here. So then 2 more here. So that's 10 of their 12. There's only 2 other black territories elsewhere. So big time right side. We're going to go right here on this 3. Pink should see this. White will not see this. That is my concern, that the white player will not see that. Pink does not go behind me. I'm hoping, we're fingers crossed. Yeah, red goes up in Scandinavia. Not surprised by that capital. Not a bad spot to be. Fingers crossed white does not go in Iceland or here on Ireland. It's going to be very, very annoying to deal with. But we didn't really have great options. This blizzard here on, what is that, Burgundy? The Burgundy blizzard is not my favorite here. It makes this Alps, if somebody's capped on Alps, it's going to be very bad for us because an Alps capital actually holds the entire left side of the map here because of these blizzards. The Nilut blizzard, the Surt blizzard down here. There's also the Naples blizzard here, and then there is the Oslo blizzard up here. Those blizzards create a 1-point hold from Alps on the entire left side of the map here, including the bonuses that you can see here in Iceland, British Empire, Western Europe, Southwestern Europe, and West Africa. All of that controlled just from one territory. So if somebody's on this capital, it's going to be very good. However, being on that spot is going to be difficult to hold any sort of bonuses throughout the duration of this game. White does not cap behind us. That gives us free reign over the British Isles. Which I'm going to try to take. I'll at least take the UK on the first turn here. We'll hopefully clear out the rest of the material after that. Is yellow going to be going for a cap roll on somebody down here at the bottom? No. Yellow hits me out of Spain. So either yellow is capped down below here. Very interesting play by yellow. They don't lose a whole lot of material there, so I don't think they cleared out everything in here. We didn't see any territories of theirs outside of this one spot. So is he going to sit there? He goes to the right. Is yellow on Alps? Interesting. So we still get 6 troops. What we are going to do, we're going to clear out as much of this as we can until the hits are not 100% is essentially what the rolls are going to be here. So we'll start with 8. We should be able to get at least the UK here. British Isles, unless we get bad dice. If we don't get the greatest of dice, I'm going to roll the 5 on 2. We're going to take the risk, get it, and we don't get it very well. I lose 6 troops during that attack, or I guess 5 troops. I started with 7. We got it, not cleanly, but we got it. Hopefully yellow leaves me alone, and hopefully white leaves me alone, but not a great take. It's going to take me much longer than I had hoped to take all of this, but we will get a plus 10. We'll get 10 troops a turn once we secure all of this from our singular capital spot. We'll see red likely take their Scandinavia bonus. We have black here. Red's cap is actually, I think, quite well. I think what's going to actually happen is that black's cap is worse than red's because black's not going to have a great path to removing red's bonus, whereas red will have a path out into black when the time comes. So black gets an extra troop here because they do not get hit. They get 8. They would normally get 7 out of this position. Then we'll have white getting 8 troops, which does not make me white will likely get 8 troops. I hit them so that they will definitely get 8 troops. That doesn't make me super jazzed. I think, is he going to come in through me into red? Does he know red's cap is back here? I don't actually like this play a whole lot. Yeah, he hits my 2, but he's going to hit red as well. I doesn't lose anything on my 2. This is a bold play by black. I don't really like the aggression of this player back here. Black eyeing a take on me here just to try to get as much of his material to stack up next to red. I think red's probably just going to smoke that. Bold play by black to try to weasel his way in here. No, he's actually going to pull this material out this way. Seemed a bit unnecessary, but alrighty then. So let's see what white does. If white doesn't place behind me, I should be able to take these troops out of here. Maybe he'll even take his card off of this 3 to fortify wherever he's at. But we don't know where white's cap is. We don't know where pink's cap is. I have an idea of where yellow is, and I know where black and red are. So hope you guys are enjoying the content on the channel lately. This is a complete flip in tone on what we're doing because we're talking so much about the game. But I want to shout out some people before we continue. I've got a whole list of recent subscribers. So I have a whole bunch of people. I said I think the last Europe Advanced Capitals game that I would cover everybody on my list. And I've got Angelic Carolina. I've got Adam Bowman. I've got Shaheen Uchar, Kevin Kruger, Jason L.H. in Seattle. I think that's an L. Magnus Burge, Jefta Vanderwoord, and Scorv2112. To those of you who have subscribed and that have given the shout out, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. If you want to shout out in an upcoming video, all you got to do is subscribe and make sure that you have public subscriptions on, and I'll give you the shout out that you so deserve. Feel free to go ahead and do that. I think as of this video, we have hit 1,300 subscribers. We'll keep it rolling. I appreciate the support everybody's been giving me, and we have the noob corner on turn 2. Not a bad position to be in with a decently strong capital. I'm going to start trying to bolster a position up on the right side of the board now because of where I sit now. Pink has taken a bonus somewhere. I would imagine middle of the board if I had to guess, but I don't actually know. I don't want to conflict with anybody down in here either. I'd like to stay behind a cap down in here if I can, but yeah, let's see. Does red smoke black? He didn't lose anything on that. Going to reposition himself, or is he's going to keep going into black? He doesn't want black. This is actually a mistake, I think, by red. Red should have noticed that black pulled that big stack away. And instead, he seems to be... Oh my god, he just smoked it. I was going to say, he seems to be hunting. Capital hunting. That was a big mistake. Because black has this cap here. I guarantee you black drops on cap and goes up through me. He's going to drop on cap and he's going to go up through me and try to take this bad boy. Boom. Boom. We got to come off this. All of our troops are committed here to go take this red cap on the next turn. Going to be a little bit expensive of a route, but this way I have some external positioning. As long as yellow's not getting a ton of troops on this next turn, that is going to be what my plans are. Maybe I go from underneath. It does seem like black tried to roll that. He very well might be botting as well if he missed that. Doesn't seem like he has flagged yet. We'll keep an eye on the flagging of both the black and red players. Do I loop up around and take? Do I go underneath and take? I don't know what's on Bavaria. I know that I have a clean route to Stockholm here. I have to imagine that's a pretty weak capital. White is going to roll my 2, it seems. Maybe. So I would guess white's down here in bottom left. Yellow was getting 7. So I think that's just territory count. White is getting... He just hit my 2? Yeah, he hit my 2. Completely failed that roll. Which is kind of funny. Black was getting 5. Yellow... Yeah, yellow was getting 7. Pink getting 9. And now yellow's back around with 7 still. Yeah, we're going to go up through black and red here. We're going to go take a look. We might as well go take a look at the capital. I should be getting... I think I'll get 11 troops on this turn. Hopefully enough to sit on that. Black won't have a bonus if they do have this capital. I don't want to take both. I don't think it's worth it. Neither my cap or this cap would be particularly good, but being in the position to secure that is not bad. And with yellow not on a scary amount of troops, I think I'm okay. He keeps fortifying this way, but I think he has the Marseille territory, so I'm not super concerned about the actions he's doing down there. We are going to loop up and around. It doesn't matter which one of these I hit. Let's see how much of a dent black made in this capital. We're going to have a pretty... Ooh, do I go for it? I go for it. Yeah, we'll leave a 4 on that bad boy. Why not? Not super strong. Red's probably going to try to roll it, but I think that's a heads-up play. Pink is getting 14. Wow. Double bonus for pink, likely in the center of the board. I think pink probably has... both of these bonuses in here, which could get out of hand pretty quickly, but yellow does not appear to be doing anything to them. Neither of the players have flagged yet. We are playing, you can see the settings here. We're playing with neutral inactivity behavior. And pink is coming down to the right side here. 12 pops out of this area, so pink could get a pretty strong hold here, but he seems to be pacing himself at least a little bit. Going to hit me here, probably hit red as well. Seems like that's the case. Only rolled 2 dice on that one. That would make a whole lot of sense. Black does win that capital, but he must have gotten a pretty good roll and split between. So here's the issue with what red's probably about to do. No, red is attacking elsewhere. Interesting. So I'm intrigued to see if black's going to try to take this back from me. Oh, red took this cap. Maybe, or yellow might have taken that cap. Now the question is, does black hit here? Or does he hit down into he hits down into this one and fails? So that actually very well may have removed some troops. We could probably profit a double capital off of this if we're careful. And we're up to 18 territories. So provided that yellow doesn't do anything overly egregious to me, I can start defending this cap, which I know I haven't added to. I've been playing quite aggressively here so far, watching the actions between red and black, who both, to their credit, have not botted out. They're trying to stick with it, although black does not take a card on that turn, even trying to roll the 2 down here. So he's probably got the writing on the wall for himself. The white player has some decision-making to do, only getting 5 troops a turn. And I think his cap might be nested back in this bonus here where yellow's giving him some problems. So we'll keep an eye on that. I hope that nobody opens up what I presume is yellow's cap in here. And this is part of the reason why I wanted these positions on the other sides of the board, to make sure that I'm not completely removed. We can adequately defend this, potentially take this capital out from underneath red, hold both of them. While I would like to defend this, making sure I've got positions all over the board, I think is pretty helpful. Yellow's on 6, so yellow's actually had some territories removed, which is good. They're not holding a bonus. I think their cap is probably reasonably strong because they've fortified everything back to cap each time. They're going to trade in early here. I think that's a mistake, especially, well, maybe not. You know you're going to be first in the trade order. It might be worth it. We'll keep an eye on it, though. We're trying to play aggressively here. That's the that is the goal. So I have another capital. We should be getting more troops here. I'm going to put 2. Okay, yellow's fortifying down towards white right now. We're just going to put 2 on this cap here just for a little bit of safekeeping, and then the rest up here. We are going to attack down. Let's see what we got here. Red 4. We are just going to full blast this. 100% roll and then split. Use 6. End attack phase. 5 and 5. So we have 3 caps now, and there's actually a little bit of a... Guys, I'm 2 cap holding Denmark. And then hopefully we'll get some troops on this the next turn. Pink is going absolutely hog wild here, taking Russia now. I'm not inclined to let pink hold Russia, not in the slightest. He doesn't hit me, though. But I don't think I want to let him hold. He's going to keep this facing. Yeah, I'm not going to let you hold that. That's not in my best interest. A red set could be bad for me. That'd be a 6 trade. The red kill is probably pretty on the table. Both the red and black kills here might be on the table. We don't see red's troop placement, though. So, okay, red's over here. We now see red's troop placement. So, once again, I think the red kill and black kills maybe are both on the table here. Black missed a card, though, so I'm not actually inclined to go for a kill on black. I will potentially explore a kill on red here. It would set me in. I don't actually think it's a bad idea for me to set in early. Black is going to try to knock me out of here as he go up into red instead. He hits red. He's just making this cheaper for me. Does he win this? He won that. And I think pink had all of Russia. Maybe not. There might be another territory. I'm going to have to double check that, but I think black is mad at red, even though black tried ruining red's game, and we actually get white to trade in first. White lost his cap to yellow. That makes a lot more sense here. So pink is in the driver's seat of this game right now. I got to make sure not to lose these capitals, but I think I might be able to kill red here. Yellow's going to react to whatever the heck white does. Yellow seemingly put a bunch of troops down onto that white cap from his original capital. And white flagged. Did not take a card. So yellow has this whole bonus. Yellow going to get the entire bottom left here. I think we need to try to kill red here before the game gets too out of hand. I might trade in to do so. We're going to have pink here in the middle of the board. There's possibility red's down here in this as well, in Venice and Rome, but I'm hoping not. There's also a possibility that red's hanging out in Istanbul. We're gonna take a risk here and try to kill red. If I fail it, I fail it. I will set in early. If not, just for the capital defense. 17 should be good here. We're going to put 7 down here. Should be enough. 10 and 15. I like that. That there. Okay, yellow is actually capped on Marseille. Pink there. It is not the red kill. That is fine. Okay, that we missed the red kill. I'm not super concerned about that. Pink getting 16. So red will set in. He lives. He might be in Eastern Europe here. It's possible pink kills him. There was a bit of red down here, but I thought that purple rolled that. Or pink, sorry, rolled that. Not surprised it'll take me out of here. Is he going to break me up top, too? Because I didn't break him. I clearly went for a kill on red. Interesting. There was something in here. No, red lives to see another day. I wonder if he's down here in the bottom left. Pink has Russia now. So pink is up here and in Russia. Yeah, red sets in. Not surprised by that one. Pink's actually protecting me from potential red retaliation coming up through here. Red just takes his card and sits. Wherever he is, he's still trying to persist. Now the question becomes, can I kill black? I may be just feeding all of these kills to yellow in the bottom of the map. Very possible that's what I'm doing. We got a little bit of black. We got 3 black down here, 1 black here, 1 black here. If we don't see his troop placement, I'm not going to try to kill him. If we see his troop placement, I'm going to try to kill him. We do see his troop placement. All 3 troops here. Hits yellow. So it makes himself easier to kill. Interesting. So that's 4 cards I'd get off of that. Pink would end up getting the... What is our set now? Pink will get the 15. Not great that that's the case we're living in, but I don't like that I'm behind yellow here either. He kills red. So that's actually a waste of troops, I think, because we know that red had... red takes 1 card, and red was 13 troops on that single territory. That was a big chunk that yellow just had to hit there, but they do get a card ahead. So I think long-term, probably not a waste. I'm going to put 5 here just in case I have extra to hit. We're going to put 10 down here, 16, and then the rest here. I'll fortify up to this cap. Ooh. What do we think, guys? Can I roll it? I can dig it. He thought I didn't have enough troops. I don't really care if I feed you, honestly. The more players out of the game here. It wasn't an oops. I won the 3-on-2, and I set in. So pink, actually, because yellow didn't set in off of that. Scotland or Belarus. I think I actually want Belarus here. White flagged. White is not worth any cards, so not worth hitting in the slightest. Let's get this to 11. 16's fine, and then 25. So I will now be matched with yellow on cards. We'll both be an entire card ahead of pink after this turn. Do I want to go here or here? I think I want to go here. Pink's getting 27. Had a feeling he'd be getting a lot. Don't like that he's encroaching on the borders here. Pink's issue is he's not committing a whole lot to capital. He's committing hardly... He's going to come hit me up here with that 34. You don't have a kill on me, bro. I hope yellow... I just hope yellow doesn't work against me here. This is a lot of off-cap troops. I honestly think pink's going to be the type of player to flag here because they're going... He's going to roll the cap. Terrible... He doesn't get terrible dice. I don't even care. Yellow's progress doesn't matter to me at this point. I'm going to beat the living crap out of pink now. That's an obnoxious play. That's just blatant targeting. I mean, I'm just going to cream every bonus you have, dude. You don't have any troops on capital. This, to me, tells me Yellow's just going to clear his bonus down below. He's not going to go for me here. So I just cream this guy's bonuses. I don't piss off Yellow. Although the issue is his cap staring me right in the face. Because he sets in. He gets the 20 trade. I get the 25. I hate how aggressive pink went there. I don't actually think that's the right play in this point of the game. I'll give this guy the well played. I'm not going to hit yellow at all. There's no incentive for me to hit yellow here. I don't know that there's much incentive for me to hit pink, but pink wronged me. If you wrong me, you get the business. It's just kind of how it goes. 15. We go 4 here. And then so we go this much here. Oh, you're only getting 12 now. Crazy how that one works, pal. We'll let yellow keep getting this 25 a turn or whatever. Only got 13 previously, but he's about to up that considerably. And pink has so many troops that he locked back here that I'm just going to keep hitting him. I think overly aggressive taking the capital here. I would have been fine if he had... Even if he had just broken me, but continuing in was very frustrating to deal with. He's not going to retake this whole thing. Or maybe he'll get the best dice of his life. He's going to roll all of this stuff down. He'll probably win this roll. This cap is super weak. I almost want to open up yellow to hit it. Yellow doesn't have this Italy bonus yet, I don't think. He's got this, and he's got this. Depending on where that white cap is, he might have this all locked down in here. But, yeah, pink's going to set soon, so I don't want to hit him too hard. I think yellow's just clearing out anything else he missed down here, maybe even in Italy. If we see the fortify come back this way. Yep. Although he's holding troops on his back cap, it seems, as well. Still not happy with this guy. He might set in and then come blast this cap. I should have known he was going to place extra troops here. He probably tries to take Russia back here as well. I need yellow to work with me. I'm in a tough spot right now because pink took this cap up here. Because this guy's he's gonna take all of this in here. I think he's gonna try to take all of this, which yellow shouldn't allow him to do. Oh boy, he killed white for 0 cards. Yep. All right, yellow, you got to work with me, brother. You can't let him hold this much board. Pink is not good enough at risk for yellow to allow him to hold this much board. He's going to leave that there on me. Yeah, I can't do anything, yellow. I'm sorry, bro. This is going to piss yellow off. I mean, he's essentially set a card block on me. If yellow goes for me, I'm screwed here. I hope that yellow understands that how much board the pink player just took, and he does something about it. I don't know. I think I might have to take the risk of locking my capital. I got to hand yellow the well play. Yellow seems to be working with me, which is respectable. I think he saw that how much of the board pink took, and he's doing something about it, which is delightful. I respect the heck out of that. And I think I do. I don't want to break him in Italy. If I break him in Italy, I break the trust. Normally, I wouldn't attack in front of my capital, but I think I don't want to break the trust with this player. So I'm not going to do that. He's not going to be able to take this cap either. I will bank on a set on 4 so that I can escape. Pink's getting 17. Immediately opens up yellow's cap. And he's going to open up my cap. Yeah, he's restricted his... So he's actually opened me up, which is very delightful. And now yellow holds a ton of the... Yeah, yellow holds a ton of the board. Pink didn't do anything about it. He didn't try to retake anything. Because yellow was getting... Yeah, yellow was getting 25 before, so he actually really only gained a net of like 6 territories there. But he's also got a stack floating somewhere because he didn't finish his attacks. Yellow's not that quick. This is another reason I think pink's a little bit faster than yellow, but yellow's the smarter player here. So yellow's going to keep hitting pink. And I need to just have stacks out somewhere, I think. Yellow opens me up here, finds my secondary capital. It just leaves it alone. Don't want to break him, and I know he's probably reasonably defending his capitals here. Although, the problem is locking my cap now. The downside of that is I can't take his cap. The trades aren't high enough to even try to justify that. I'm not going to make myself the enemy of either of these players right now. I'm going to attack off cap again, which I would not encourage, but it'll put me on 5 cards. We're not even going to set in, because if I set in, I'm putting myself in... yellow's not going to set, so I don't think he can take my cap here. So we're going to stack this one up at risk of pink setting in and trying to roll it. I'm going to sit on 5 cards, and we're going to bank on this player, hopefully not sacking his game into me. Yeah, he doesn't. He's going to go back into yellow. That's good. We'll break through this 14 on the next turn. Defend my caps. I just got to let these two hit each other. It's actually worked reasonably well, where I took a brunt of the damage early from pink, but yellow realized the situation that he was in and isn't letting him get too strong, which is good. Pink is seemingly attacking faster, but he seems to have stopped now. Nope, he's picking up. Yeah, he's definitely a faster attacker than yellow, which means I need to help yellow against this player, I think. Did pink break him here in Italy? Or is he coming up through the 14? All right. Dude, yellow, I don't know, man. Yellow's a homie. Yellow is dwindling this guy down. I want to take this capital. But I don't want to expend the troops on this next turn to do it. I'd like it back just to have an additional place to work from. I don't want to attack off this cap because I don't really want to let yellow with future improved strength in. And with a 45 trade plus 13, I should be fine to take it pretty cleanly. Yellow comes back to this capital. Although, maybe I hold off. Pink won't be setting anytime soon. Let's just strengthen my caps up quite a bit. Might as well take the bonus. I doubt I hold it, but might as well try. This cap is important, though. I need to try to get this. Pink does put troops on this cap. I wonder if he got broken. If he backdoors me, I know this is essentially going to be free, but it is interesting that he decided to protect that after I didn't choose to roll it. Big stack roaming around here. That might be the extent of Pink's troops. That's what I'm wondering. At 52, the 30 stack I just saw roaming around, and then this 30 stack here. He just tried to break me with that? No, he tried to hit yellow up in here. Yeah, I just don't know that he removed enough of yellow there to do anything. Yellow's getting 20. So he did break yellow in Italy, which is just going to provoke yellow again. I don't even think yellow's going to break me here. I think he's going to go down through... oh, he does break me. So he doesn't retake Italy. Breaks me to go hit pink instead. I'm a little iffy on that. On the intentions. I think Pink must have left some troops here. That's the only thing that seems to make sense to me. Problem is, I don't want to have to keep locking my stack. But if yellow is showing signs of opening me up each time, he's taken all of the two of them are beating each other up. Where if I don't lose troops on my on much of my attacks here, my output, so to speak, I should be all right to keep it rolling. And I'm still capped behind him. That's my benefit here. Question is, how much did yellow break here? Because yellow went and did some breaky break. Yeah, 21. That's bold. He is strengthening this cap a bit. I've got a set. I don't want to use it. I don't really want to set until forced. By the way, I might as well mention who the players in our game are. The yellow player is Paul 1967A. 1967, I assume, is the year Paul was born. That's the yellow player. He's from Liechtenstein, or at least flying the flag of Liechtenstein. MC Money Grandmaster level player from the United States in the second position. We have the pink player, Sari Talab 22 from Germany, is in the third position. That's obnoxious. Yeah, you might as well not provoke me, dude. I don't know why. I actually haven't re-hit pink in several turns, and that's just a good way to get me going. Assume that this whole orange trade is going right back into pink again. Probably putting some on each cap and then some to roam with. I actually don't see any of it, so it's probably all roaming stack. The red player was Abigail Butler 13 from Canada. The black player, Hebert Versus. I actually think I've played against this player before, potentially. They are also from Canada. And then, by the way, the two Canada players aggressed each other super early, so you can tell that they were not collaborating whatsoever. And then finally, flying the flag of, is that, that's not the Christmas Island flag, is it? It is the Christmas Island flag, an Australian external territory. Flying the flag of Christmas Island is Ashley Ndiaye from apparently Christmas Island. I'm not jazzed by that. I'm going to go here because I'm more afraid of yellow than I am of pink. Not sure if he had that, but he definitely doesn't now. Wasn't taking the risk, jerk. I don't know why yellow's letting him hold any bonuses, quite frankly. I guess his speed is greater. The interesting thing is that yellow, despite having the potential hold on this entire side of the map, is a 3-point card block. I'm the one to potentially kill pink here. Wonder if pink comes off cap to come take this back. So it comes out of yellow's Italy bonus. So yeah, at least left some troops in there. We got a set. I have the bonus for now. Do I hold the bonus? The issue here is whatever I do, I honestly need yellow to nearly kill pink, but not do it. And pink doesn't want to open up yellow's cap to him now that he knows that it's there. He opened it up earlier. He's not going to reopen it. So I need to kind of keep my wits about me here. I wish you would keep going. Trades are 55. That comes back to this capital. I'm not going to provoke pink. Estonia and Latvia. Yeah, I wanted to place troops here anyway, so I might as well. Buck 35. Buck 16. Just take, and we will not. No provoking. None of the provoking. So 17. Interesting that he's letting him hold that. That's coming right up into it. Oh, he opens the cap. That might get you killed. I would if he didn't have Venice, you should have. It might help me though, because if yellow attacks off cap on this next turn, do I have a set on 3? Dude. All right, pink. I said oops to him. I was trying to see if it worked. It did. 60. Does yellow have a set on 3? Because he could... Oh, pink is screwed. Pink is absolutely bonked. Unless yellow doesn't come off cap to do it? Is yellow going to close his cap off to try to hit him? Because yellow could kill him for 5 cards here, which I don't think would be the right play. I think that would be very much the wrong play. He attacks right in front of his own cap. I mean, you're not going to win the game with this behavior, dude. What I want to see is... I'm going to attack next to pink's cap here in the hopes that I'm not breaking anything more than I need to. Recognize that he was holding this. Maybe yellow won't break it. I'm really... Because pink has been aggressive in general in this game, and I'm trying not to... do wrong by him. So I'm going to attack here, assuming that yellow's stack just skirted by it, which it did. All right. I was hoping that is what happened, and I got a joker, and I already had the set on 3. This is a good position to be in. I really like the position that I'm in, because yellow has been exhausting so many troops on pink, and pink is exhausting them right back into yellow. They opened me. Why? Buddy, I didn't even break you. He broke you first. I would love it if he just smacked that. Opening him back up to you, I'm not sure is the right play here. And there's a big stack of yellows hiding somewhere out there. We have the set on 3 if we want it. Nobody's going to be... Well, pink is actually likely the next one to set in behind me. Yellow's not going to be setting in any real time soon. And he's now down. He was at about 130 on that stack when he started, right? He just hit a 40 stack somewhere. I think. I'm not sure how much yellow is going to hit him here. And I don't want to start increasing how much I hit pink either. I want yellow to be the one taking the beatings here. Cap is unlocked. So if I can put myself in a position to kill pink, maybe even on 5 cards. Set. So if I don't want to set now. I attack. I set. So hang on. He'll be on 4 cards after this next turn. Maybe he gets to 5 after that. I don't want to close my cap off. We wait. The yellow broke through him again. Again, we're not breaking anything that wasn't already broken. Hopefully pink understands that. Pink sets on 3. All right. Well, I'm glad I didn't open him back up to my cap. Not that that was a concern of mine. The back-to-back sets are interesting. I would potentially also have back-to-back sets soon. But I'm fairly confident I can beat yellow in a 1v1 because pink isn't trying to block anything. That's the issue. He was trying to block me before, but yellow's natural progression was going to be into him because my cap was where my cap is. He could take 2 cards off of me, and then he's kind of in an unfortunate position. The issue here is he's committed so much material here to, I think, potentially trying to block. He's going to leave the 6 here so I don't re-break here. I'm not sure. He might leave a big stack here, but I think he's already opened up yellow's capital. If yellow's getting 20 again on this turn, we'll kind of know what happens. I imagine yellow has a bunch, and he's getting 25, so he holds Italy. I'm imagining he's going to hit through this 3 and skirt around if there's a big stack here on Trieste. Trying to predict what these guys are doing is very interesting for me because I've stayed most... Yeah, exactly. So he cuts up this way if there was a big stack there. I'll give him the well played. Totally understand this play. Can't really knock it. I'm going to take this this cap here on this next turn, I think. The trades are pretty high, and he's not going to have great access back to it. And this actually might allow me to puppy guard the pink kill if yellow does get aggressive enough to go for it after his next trade. And I'll have back-to-back trading, so I could theoretically fortify that as well. Bring 17 back. We set in. I could have brought that piece from Iceland back up, but he doesn't hit pink quite as hard there. And that is with me breaking Scandinavia and taking a capital. He would have gotten an additional cap plus 3, an additional 5. He would have been at 28. But if I don't give him access back up here, I should be okay. I would like to keep him behind me so that I can kill guard. I don't, again, at this point in the game, I don't care about the bonuses. Pink is a much faster player than yellow, but pink is much more provocative, which has been to his detriment here. He slows down the amount of taking he does. He doesn't re-break yellow either. I wonder if he's trying to establish an equilibrium with yellow. Depending on where this goes, I'm going to think not. If it goes left, then interesting. I don't know what yellow expected there, but what happened was not what I anticipated. That's for sure. We'll see how much pink gets here. I'll leave that there. I'm going to pull this up. I got to be a little bit wary of yellow here, potentially turning on me. 44. Yeah, pink's going to hit me here. I don't have a set without the Joker yet. I'm trying to play patient here. I don't know if yellow allows that. Yellow might be upset that I haven't really recontributed here, but I did roll a capital, so don't like pink having 44. Pink having 44 is a bit too much for my tastes, especially with the middle of the board capital. It's a very good cap. I'm not surprised he chose that early on. This is merely a border. I'd like to keep him kill guarded. We got to see what yellow does here, especially if yellow has a set. Trades are getting kind of high. He's getting 21. So he did get he got hit by pink on that turn, which makes me wonder. I have a feeling pink's going to get hit pretty hefty on this next turn. Now, if he's got a set on 3, obviously something can come of that. Let's count the attacks. We got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yellow is considerably slower. 4 attacks. See the dice down here. 5. Come on, keep going. 6. He's quite slow. 7. 8. I think I need to start helping him. 9. Only 9 attack. 10. He got 10 attacks by the end. He doesn't bring anything back to cap. 11. I think he finished on 11. I'm honestly not sure. I'm not even going to hit that. We're going to attack next to cap here. I'm just going to put this on here. Normally I wouldn't attack next to cap. I don't want to leave purple or pink a card behind me. I don't think I have a set without the Joker. I think I have to use the Joker. He's down to 11, and he sets in here, though. That's actually very good for me to see. Yeah, so I think yellow managed to get every bonus. Not all of the territories, but he managed to get every bonus. Pink, again, much faster attacker. But now pink not on a trade is really going to get decimated by the two of us on this next turn. Especially if he hits. I hope he hits yellow's big stack from the trade-in that yellow just had. Because yellow traded on 4. So he does break. Yellow is still broken down here in Italy. I've been monitoring his troop or his turn-ins because he's been getting 25 when he holds Italy. He gets less than 25 when he doesn't. That's how I know that. And I've obviously haven't hit him back here. I want his production to be good because he keeps hitting pink. He doesn't hit pink a whole lot there, though. Does a big stack. Only a 20 stack comes back. So we have to trade in the Joker. We'll take Finland on this go. I want this up to 180, I think, just so yellow doesn't consider rolling it. 170 here, and then whatever I have left from these attacks we'll bring back to this capital. Well, didn't break him as much as I wanted to, but I don't want to hit big stacks with smaller stacks there. He's holding. He's got all these troops off capital. He's going to dump a bunch up here. Yeah, puts it all there. I'm not surprised. But now you're getting hit by both of us. That's the issue here. Is before you weren't getting hit by both of us. Now you're getting hit by both of us. He doesn't retake any of this in here. He fortifies back up there. Buddy, you don't have the bandwidth to do this. You're going to get decimated. Yellow sets in on 3. I don't have a trade on 3. I had to use the Joker. Got a 180 cap behind yellow, a 170 cap that yellow can see. I imagine he's going to blast this 30. I don't even think he hits me here. Yeah, he hits the 30. Unsurprising play. He sees a bit of me up in here. Does he dip down right in here? Yep, breaks that bonus. Yeah, pink's got an interesting strategy here. If I can set in before he does, there might be a kill on the table and a card block on yellow eventually. I got to make sure I break his Russia. I don't think No, I should check the cap now so I can decide what I want to do on the next turn. You started it, dude. 116. That is very killable. 116 is very killable. Especially if he won't end up having a set on 3. I don't have a set on 4, though, so... That's not good. That was some of the best dice I've ever seen. 6 on 5 loses 3. All right, yellow. Give it a whirl. No set on 4. I don't close this cap off. I need to leave it open. As long as he doesn't trade in here, should be fine. Yellow took a card there at least, right? He didn't hit any of pink, though. Pink's going to get like 40 on this next turn. Sheesh. No set on 3. We're praying for it, everybody. He gets 43. Unsurprising. And he has a set on 3. Ouchie. Good for him, but brutal. I think at this point I might have to remove the kill guard. Oh, please come roll this. This is actually the stupidest play he could possibly make right now. Roll it. Loses 113. And 2 more, just for good measure. Alright, well, we're not going to be able to get him this turn. We'll get him soon. 47 up to it. I'll just loop around, I guess. I got to open up yellow, I think. I don't know if he's going to understand it as me opening him up, though. That's my concern. He only takes one card. I can't. That's not going to suffice. $200 in here, and we just got to go hog wild. Trying to show him that I don't care about your bonus, I'm trying to help you. All right, this guy's got 150 troops. I just helped yellow immensely there. Probably more than I needed to, but I basically gave him the kill. Because Pink decided to be an absolute fool. I gave yellow dirt. Yellow sees. We'll see how much is on this capital, and maybe we'll even go roll it. Pink just lost 7 on a 1. Are you kidding me? He lost 6 on a 1. Buddy, slider. I might have been losing that much too, though. I didn't slider either. Or I slidered kind of low, but not that. This is down to 60. Oh, if I had a set on 3, I could kill him outright. Oh my, yellow's gonna see. Yellow's gonna go for the kill here. He might even fail it, and he'll probably open me up as well. I hope he goes for the kill. He sets in. He might actually. This could be bad. This could be pretty bad. He'll see that. He might even take this cap without. I hope he understands that I tried to. No, he's not going to go for it. Is he going to hit me first? That's a mistake, man. You're really... He's going for me. Brother, I am not the one you wish to aggress. I hit you to feed you the kill. Pink won't sit in. He essentially just fed me the pink kill, though, is what happened here. Everything comes back here. Is he going to try to roll a 340 on 200? He might. It'd be a waste of troops. And as long as I get a set, I should still be able to kill Pink and then card block him. I'm not going to defend these caps. If he rolls me, he rolls me. He's not going to be able to kill me. I tried to leave him open. He isn't left open. Do I have a set? I don't have a set on 4. You got to be kidding me, man. I'm getting the worst luck here. I don't have a set on 4. The rolls are too risky. Once I get a set, they won't be too risky, but they're too risky right now. Thanks for the help, bro. Is he hitting both of us now? He's hitting both of us now. Interesting. I think he was just trying to gain vision of what we all had. I need to leave the pathing up there for when my set comes in. No set on 3. This guy's had 3 straight sets on 3. No set on 3. If he doesn't have a set on 3, I win the... well, I don't win the game. I kill him. And he loses a ton of troops from that. That's perfect. All right, I see the routing to killing him. And we just don't open up yellow. I should be fine. Even if yellow rolls my cap here for some reason. Actually, if he rolls my cap here, he gets considerably weaker. I would love it if he didn't hit me here. I guess, honestly, I'd been good neighbor to yellow the entire game, and I guess, honestly, me trying to open up his capital on that singular turn is what did me in. Because now yellow's hitting me. He thinks he broke me down here. I mean, pink still dies, so it doesn't really matter. And I set in off of pink. The only way pink doesn't die here is if I somehow get the absolute worst dice of my life, which I don't think will happen. Well, that's not great, but I'm not even going to sit on these caps right now. Oops. And let's go, baby. Got him out of here. Yellow might have a set here. Got to be wary of that. Can trade the dudes in, hopefully increase my chances of a set on the next turn. We got to completely remove his presence out here. So let's go 30. 30. Here. Alright, I don't think he can completely cap run here. Let's see if he's got a set. He's got one card. But I'll get a ton. He's got a set. Okay, good for you. He shouldn't be able to clear me out. If he takes this, he loses the game. He just lost himself the game. I think. Lost 337 troops on that roll. I've allotted myself one card. Was he going to leave himself troops back here? That's actually really smart. Never mind. He does not leave himself troops. We're going to reach this weird stalemate where I control so much more of the board than him, and I'm going to get one more card. And if he doesn't fortify stuff in front of me, he's screwed. Because he won't have a set, and I will. I'm going to put it there. So he thinks I'm super weak, but yeah, he's only getting 34. And now I have a set, so I'll recoup a bunch of what I lost. And he's just going to have to start pulling stuff off cap, and he might not pull enough off. I mean, I'm just not going to hit this. I'll just sit here. Now, the danger is that he groups a bunch of stuff up, right? Because I'm obviously not going to take a card here. I'm getting more than him per turn. I'm just going to make these both 65, I guess. And we'll just both sit in this stasis where I'm eventually going to outpace you, dude. So you might as well start pulling off cap because it's your only chance here. I got what, 50? I got 58, so I'm getting 24 more troops than him per turn. And I guess we'll just be patient here. I wouldn't be surprised if he was grouping everything up. And if he does, I just hit it with the 65s to make sure. Well, I don't know. I think I might hit with 165, pull the other in the cap. If he does fortify off. But I'm not trying to string him along. I mean, his only chance here is to fortify off cap, and he hasn't done it yet. There it is. Mind you, he's going to need to roll... 433. He might be able to get these caps, though. This is the issue. I don't think he's going to be fast enough to... Actually, I can afford to pass... He's not going to have a set, right? If I just match this evenly, or just below... I don't want to go too below. Let's go here. Because he'll get his card, but if he's been fortifying back to cap on every turn, so now I can just theoretically reposition the block here. He does go after this cap. I was wondering if he would do that. He's going to skirt all the way around. He's just going to try to break every bonus. Loses 5. But I mean, these are all cards that I got to figure out how I want to reposition the block here. But theoretically, these are all cards that I could block on. But I actually don't... I think I want to just reposition the block standard. Because he's going to get more than me on just that turn. But I could end up with a set on 3. Does he pull everything back? Yeah, he pulls everything back. He's getting 34. All right, I got to math this out. Because he won't have a set right now. We'll just go 50. Let's go like... Yeah, well, I'm going to fortify this up, right? So let's go like 40 here. And now he's got to pull off again. And we got that down to like, what, 280 by the time he had placed all of the troops. And do I have a set on 3? I don't have a set on 3, but that action's going to have to happen again. Trades are 135. And he doesn't pull off again. If you're not going to pull off, then that maneuver that you made was just gifting me extra troops. Maybe he's just trying to recoup. I mean, I took, what, when I hit him, I took off 99 and 72. So between 128 troops, I removed 161. No, 171. Almost plus 50 on it. I'm not gonna open up your cap, dude. I'm not that dumb. I hope you know that. And again, outpacing him back with my 58. We're over 24 more per turn, and I should hopefully set in first. So we're gonna be in this weird standstill for a while. I didn't want to have to get to this point, but sometimes it's the way that the cookie crumbles. And so now you see, guys, like 3 turns have just passed, and over those 3 turns, I've netted about 70 more troops than him. I'm getting 24 more than him per turn, so that, yeah, 72 more troops than him. The way it paces out, it just favors me too much, and he's seemingly not going to pull off. So we're just going to have all of these turns in a row where I mean, I'm not going to make a mistake. I'm not going to open up his cap early. The only time I think it's going to be beneficial for me to open up his cap, and I apologize for all of you having to sit through this, is when my cap has like 2,500 on it. Then I could theoretically let him run rampant. But gotta try to win. I respect him blasting the cap. He should have left himself cards back here. He actually could have been pretty successful if he had left himself some cards back here. It would have taken a bit less time. But I'm not gonna hit him. It doesn't make sense for me to hit him. He might think I'm trying to stall here. That's not the goal at all. I kind of have a chokehold on his position, and if I hit him early, I'm going to lose the game. Especially, I mean, this guy, he pulled 400 off, and that was not everything he had. He had been committing stuff to those other caps throughout the duration of the game. So not worth the risk to do anything there. Now he's in an unfortunate position where I've gotten my cap so strong again, where if he pulls off a similar amount, I could probably just blast it again. Although I may not want to hit all of it. I probably will just treat it the same way I did, where I keep this strong and then play accordingly. But I think what he needed to do is actually, he actually should have, because he still had troops on this cap, he should have rolled this cap. He would have guaranteed himself at least 2 more cards. You know, because he looked at it and then he just kept going and breaking everything, which I respect the breaking everything. Yellow has the potential to be a very good player. The issue is they're a little slow and they box themselves in here. So I'm hoping he just gives up. And I'm going to say this is the time right now. We're about an hour and 7 minutes into the recording. I may use this as the marker where I just do a little bit of fast forwarding to whenever something happens. And that might be how I edit the end of this game, because normally I don't put too much editing into the games because I like everybody to see the raw game play out. But in this case, the yellow player is not helping accelerate this. And I have no intention of making a mistake anytime soon. So I'll probably fast forward to that point when the time comes. So this is now the 11th straight turn that I've outpaced him on. So we're about 200 troops ahead of him over the 220 or so troops, probably a bit more than that. 260 or so over the past several turns. Still not enough to feel comfortable. So let me do some math. 2,500 from now. So I'm already over 200. I'm about 300 troops more than him over the past several turns. To get up to 2,500, 1,500 troops. 1,500 divided by 58 is going to be another 26 turns. Jeez. 26 turns. So over 26 turns. He's getting 34 a turn. Of 884. We get 884 over those 26 turns for a difference of about 650. Just on this stack, by the way. I think what I'll do is I'll hit 2,500, then I'll move both of these caps up, and then I should feel fairly comfortable. I do have a thought, and I know I've almost certainly got more troops than him here. I wonder if I just sit in front of him with the big stack. It's got its risks, though. He could theoretically roll through it. That's the thing. If I hit it and I'm not ready to roll it, the trades are how high? About 135. That's additional 135 troops that I'll have over him by the time that comes in. So if I get to my mindset, get to 2,500, hit this, or well, stack everything up that I wanted to stack up other than these 2 guards, hit it, and then see where we're at if we're ready to remove him. Because I know I'll have more, right? That's the thing, is by the time we get to that point, you know, if he was out-gapping me on troops before, he's not going to be out-gapping me by really anything. I mean, I said I would be plus 650. I would be plus 650 on him by the time we get to 2,500, and that's just over the course of 1,000 to 2,500. That's not counting the potential for an additional trade here after hitting this territory, and then also the additional 200 that I was over him on those previous turns. So that's about 800 troops generated over the course of this time, more than him by the time I'm done getting to 2,500. And then he So I'll have more than him there. I'll likely have a trade on 4, even though I've had multiple points this game where I haven't had a trade on 4. And I can ideally just sit in front of him until it's time to 100% roll. And then I can just 100% roll. So it'll be a 2,500 stack, but then we pull all of these, we pull these 2 stacks in for an additional $130. Once we hit the 2,500, that's when I plan on doing that, is pull in for an additional 130 off of both of these caps, sit in front of him at about 2,800. Hopefully a trade in at that point, nearly 3,000. Hopefully he doesn't have much more than 1,500. I can just roll his cap straight up and take it. It's also possible that he's holding a stack completely far back and has just fortified everything back, and I feel like an a-hole doing all of this, but I can't be too sure. You haven't put it in front of me. And until you put it in front of me, I'm not gonna bother. And the reason I'm not fortifying the 53 and the 86 up first is I want to make sure I've contributed 2,500 to this stack, and then remove. I don't want to commit it early. I swear, if I sit here and then he just quits, at this point you're in too deep. You've already wasted so much of both of our times. Granted, I guess it's a recording time, only about 10 minutes of doing this, but it's still extra time. And he very well may be trying to last me out beyond that. It's like he's toying with me. Like, Paul, 1967, you're 56 years old. Maybe 57, depending on when your birthday is. Let's move it along. Getting excited. This game's been very long. We've been doing this tomfoolery for about 20 minutes with this guy. Just sitting here, stacking troops, trying to win. They don't call me Troop Stacker C Money for nothing. They also don't call me Troop Stacker C Money, but if you want to call me that in the comments down below, by all means, knock yourself out. All right, last turn. Last turn before we start pulling our cap troops in. And then Paul, 1967A is... Maybe we'll lose the game, depending on how much he has on cap. Depending on how much he has on cap. The problem is that I've only outpaced him by about 800, so he might still have like 1,600 on cap, which is going to be very annoying. And I certainly will not be rolling that. Right away. But I'll get an extra territory, and the extra territory will actually get me one more troop per turn. All right. Here we go. One pull in. I hope he understands now that this is me gearing up to strike. I'm not worried. Like, he won't be able to blast through this stack. I think it'll be 0%. He'd have to do those chip rolls where you just hope for the best on him to eventually whittle it down. But even then, I don't think it's going to be profitable. Like, if you use the slider on smaller amounts and you get good enough dice on those small chunks, you can theoretically get your top level roll to be 100 or not 100%, but not 0%, and that might be what. I don't know if he would try that, but he'll be sitting on a cap, so I can't blast through it unless it's a 100% roll. So now everything, all of the troops that, obviously, the territories that I have or whatever, but by this next turn we'll be just shy of 2,800. We'll attack in here. We've pulled these extra troops in. He won't have more than me. I know he won't have more than me. Not with how many turns I've been doing this. We're at turn 73 now. I wonder if he knows what's coming. It would be hilarious if he bought it out, but I'll finally hit him. At the very least, I could get into this cap and then sit there and I'll have cards to take. All right, here goes nothing. I have no idea if it's a 100% roll. All right, well. Guess we'll just sit in front of you, pal. Wasting all my time. So we're 1,100 troops more than him. I think he'd have to do quite some damage to chip roll me here. But now that we know how much is here, do I have a set? I have a set, so we'll use the set. He really, all right, we get an extra troop. We get this. Like, dude, I'm not going to risk failing this roll. I will make sure I have 1.5 times the troops of him. Or 2.5 times the troops. Although I could start, because I don't know how low the stacks have to get to. I could start slidering him down just to see how much it chips off. Maybe I take the risk just to see if it does chip anything. Just one, like 100 go, maybe. Well, this is a very irritating position to be in. But now I'm getting 25 troops more than him, so that's actually an even number. Every 4 turns I will have accumulated 100 more than him. And I just wish he wasn't letting the turns run all the way to the end. I mean, I'm not going to roll you yet, man. What do we got here? Looks like 200. Let's try 200. And we took, all right, we took off a $120. But we lost 196 ourselves, so that's not great. But yeah, I wish it would show me the calculations on whether or not it was a 100% roll. Let's try 300. We only take off 176. Yeah. But the thing is, as long as I don't go below, the more I chip him down, the more guaranteed 100% roll is, the more instability there is on this capital. So yeah, the numbers might get closer. But if I get a good even roll here at some point, I guess my mindset is if I chip it down, the more I get closer to it puts what I'm gaining every turn closer to getting me to that mark. I don't know. Either way, I think it would take about the same amount of time. This way, at least keeps it somewhat entertaining of me trying to move this along a little bit. Even though I did lose about 100 more troops than him on that last turn. I'll do one more 300 chip just to see what we can get to. Maybe I get good enough dice on it. We're done. We're done doing that. Because this shows that I might be getting impatient. Give him a little bit of stability, so to speak. Or maybe I'll just start dice rolling him every turn. That might be something. Although that'll take forever, and I don't feel like watching that. So let's just... Alright, we're just going to fast forward until we get to a point where I'm 2.5 times larger than him, I suppose. I'm 1,000 troops bigger than him right now. So actually, what if I get up to 4,000? That is 1,500 troops. 1,500 divided by 59. It'll take me approximately 25 and a half turns. So we'll say 26 turns. So 59 times 26 is 1,534. 34 times 26 is 884. So 1534 minus 884, 650 net gain. We will be 1,600 larger than him at that point. So even 4,000 is not going to be enough. All right, we're just going to sit here, I guess, until what's 5,000 then. 2571. No, wait. 59 times 40. 45. All right, 59 times 45. 2655 plus 2571. That would put me at 5226. 34 times 45 plus 1560. That's still not more than double. It'll be 3,900. This is absolutely frustrating, dude. I'll just have to have patience and sit here forever. All right. We're just going to fast forward until I feel comfortable rolling this or until somebody does something. Well, this is interesting. Yellow sprinkled 19s everywhere behind. Now he's fortifying a bunch of 19s ahead. Just dragging this out longer. He started fortifying at least a couple in a row there. All right, yellow finally gave up. I did not get the satisfaction of killing him. This is arguably the most anticlimactic ending I've ever had to a video, but he finally quit. Didn't sack his troops into me. Nothing. Just left. So he wasted, just so we're clear here, I'm not trying to throw this player under the bus. I don't want anybody to try to find them on any sort of place and attack them, because I understand trying to win the game. This is an hour. It has been an hour since I first even tried, more than an hour since I tried to set the card block. So, yeah, that's just wasted an hour of my life for the win. But we got the win, so I'll take it. Take a look at the ranks. He is a master level player. He doesn't want to lose the ranks. I get it. Intermediate on pink. That seems about accurate. Intermediate on black. Lost a little too aggressive of his neighbor early on, and beginner on the other two players that were in the game. These three players have been scot-free for about 2 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. The ending is going to be cut to be hopefully only a couple minutes, so you guys don't even have to sit through all of that. I was just sitting here playing chess and whatnot while placing troops. So hope you guys enjoyed the battle with pink and the early battle with yellow. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I upload videos just like this one every single day. Comment down below what you thought about it if you want to catch a video that YouTube recommends for you right here above my head. The subscribe button is in the upper right hand corner. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.